Got a 2016 Cherokee in here, Jeep Cherokee. It's not the Grand. Anyway, it's got a service shifter message on the dashboard. I went ahead and scanned it, and I came up with the P1C86-1. The Prindle display circuit current out of range. And I'm going to go show you what I found investigating this. All right, so you can see on the dash, actually it just went away. There it goes. Service shifter. And I'm in the shift module. I'm just gonna look at the live data real quick. Go in there, and I just want to see if the shifter itself is working. It says gear indicator status normal. Park position is in park. Shifter lock disabled. It's in park. So we're gonna go ahead and shift it. You can see here all the lights are on too. They don't turn green like they're supposed to. So we're just gonna take it out of park. You can see it's in reverse, and it's actually in reverse. And then neutral and drive. So it's drive. So I don't think it's anything to do with the actual shifter or anything down in there. And from my research, these actual bezels go out quite a bit. There's a little module under here that's plugged in. And Chrysler recommends changing not only the bezel, but this harness also. And to get this off, you just take, if you have an interior tool or something, it just clips into this. So just get like an interior tool or a small screwdriver, just gently pry up on it, and then it pulls out. And then on this shifter on the bottom, the console or the wiring, kind of pull up on this part. You can kind of get your hand down in there, and we're just going to unplug all this together and pull it up. So we're just going to pull this up. And we already went and got the part from Chrysler. And when this is working, those lights shouldn't be, it wouldn't be red all the way around. It would be, I guess it's green. It indicates green when it's actually in it, but this is just lit up all the time. So now we got it unplugged, and we're just going to pull it out and replace it. And this is just clipped into. You can kind of just grab it right here and kind of pull up on it gently, and that'll pull out and give you enough room to get your hand down in there. So we already got the parts, so we're just going to go ahead and put them in and check it, make sure everything works, clear the code. And when I do clear this code in the transmission shifter module in the scan tool, it comes back immediately, so you can never get rid of it. So if we put it in, it works and it clears, and we know we're good, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going to be. And the reason why I checked this is because I wanted to make sure the shifter itself, there's a module in the shifter. Now, if that goes bad, from what I understand, you have to replace the whole shifter. But I don't think that's bad because all this is, the car drives fine, and all this is reading normal like it's supposed to. If you put it in reverse, it goes in reverse. So I think if that module on the shifter was bad, we wouldn't have all this information here that we have. So I think it is a matter of that module for the indicator is bad. So anyway, we're going to get the new one and put it in. New one with the harness. The harness is like an extra $20, and Chrysler highly recommends changing that. And we actually messed with the wiring with the old one while it was plugged in, and the lights were flashing and doing weird stuff. So I think the best thing to do is just replace both of them. The harness is like $20, and we're just going to reach down there and kind of feel around and plug that in. Just gotta, it's kind of hard to see. You just gotta kind of feel around for it. So we just plugged it in, and we're going to start putting it back together. All right, so I turned the key off and turned it back on real quick. You can see reverse is just lit up. Neutral's just lit up. Might be getting hung up here because this isn't installed all the way, but you can see all the lights aren't on anymore. And it looks like the service shifter should be, so don't believe that's gonna, but we'll just finish clicking everything back together, and then we'll start it up and make sure, clear the code and make sure everything's good on it. And this boot, I don't know if we went over that. It just pulled up on the back, and there's two little clips on the bottom, and that pulls it away from that. So it's pretty simple to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and just go back into the scan tool here, and we're going to clear that code because whenever I would clear it before, it would just come back immediately. So you can see it's in there now. And and we're just going to clear it. Now, see, last time it would say fault memory clear, but code is still present. So now we go back in, it should say no codes. So that's it. And then we'll start it up, make sure it doesn't say. Before when we started, it would immediately come up and say service shifter. So all that's gone. So we're good on this. It's a pretty easy fix. Get the parts to the dealer. They are on back order. We found a dealer in the area that had 3 or 4 of them in stock. We talked to a different dealer. He said they're on back order. So hopefully you can get one in your area if you're having this problem. This car did drive fine. Didn't have any problem with it shifting or coming out of gear or anything. Everything was fine with it. So it wasn't like a super big emergency. But if you want to get if you have all your lights lit up and it says service shifter, that could be what your problem is. Just have a scan and see what code comes up. And if you have a similar code, then the best way to check and make sure it's not the shifter is to go pull up the live data and make sure everything's working on that end, and then you're probably pretty good to go with just replacing the bezel here. So that's about it. Short one here today, Hoopties. Thanks for watching. As always, God bless.